Hi, my name's Abby. I'm based out of Carlsbad, California, and I'm a printmaking artist. I dabbled in a lot of different types of art. Like, I started with graphic design, and I really like to draw, but it was always hard for me to actually complete a project. But with this process, you finish the print and then you can't change it, so you kind of have to be done.
I'm not trying to forget her, just understand how I'll be feeling on that.
And there's a lot of different kinds of printmaking. Linoleum is this rubber material that you carve into with a little tool.
First time.
So after you carve your design into the linoleum, you're making everything by hand. You hand carve it, you hand ink it, and then you hand press it onto the paper. Essentially, it's like making a stand. I've been wanting to do an ocean piece. I think I resonate a lot with the feeling that the ocean gives me, swimming, being in the water, being outside. I think that making art for me makes me really feel like I can turn my emotions and my creativity into something tangible. And somehow that makes me feel a little bit more understood. When I'm able to make art, it helps me process my emotions and just understand myself a little bit better. Creating has always been very therapeutic to me, and it's something that I can't find anywhere else. This is a process that you cannot rush it. If you ever start to rush, you will make mistakes, and mistakes are always inevitable, but I think appreciate being able to slow down and be satisfied with the end result. This technique is something that I would have never learned if it wasn't for the random extracurricular art class that I took. I had a really inspiring art teacher named Nancy, and she was weird and funky and not traditional, and I think that's where I really fell in love with it. She took a lot of the pressure off of creating and made it fun again. Movement is really important to me in my everyday life because it is what inspires my creation. For example, I love to climb and I love to boulder, and this hobby makes me really happy. When I'm moving, my body feels good and it really gets me in the mood to create. Rock climbing can be really difficult because I could work on a project for weeks and not really get it, but then one day it can just click. And I think that this is just building a lot of mental strength. It translates to creativity because that's how the art process is. It's not easy from the beginning. It's a lot of different steps and trial and error, and one day I could be super uncreative. Nothing will come out of it, but then I keep working on it and eventually I'll create something that I'm really proud of. Doing those climbs, I felt like the real strength of it. I think a lot of it has to do with feeling strength in myself. My art is kind of like a creative strength, and then with roller skating, it's a confident hobby because I've been skating for a long time. I think skating is something I've done since I was like a little girl, so there's kind of that childhood little Abby in there. So whenever I skate, I feel like I'm connecting with her. All of these hobbies just are challenging different pieces of myself, and they all make me who I am. I just hope that I will always be doing the things that make me happy and that I love, and I'll be able to create my whole life and hold on to these hobbies, hopefully. I would love to be 90 and roller skating, but we'll see.
Your lips, my lips apart.
I know that I can't control what people feel when they look at my art, but I do just hope that everybody has their own connection to it. I want people to feel inspired, or I want it to trigger a memory or a positive feeling, because creating my art, I'm working through emotions, and I always want my art to come up on the better end of my emotions. Residual stoke to me is the happiness that I feel after creating and the joy that I get from climbing, the childhood Abby that comes out when I roller skate. It makes me who I am. I continue to feel satisfied and content with myself, and the feeling of being understood and understanding myself, just the stoke of life and the excitement of life. These hobbies and things that I do make me who I am. I would say if you are chasing that residual stoke, and if you are wanting to better yourself, that you need to find those hobbies and those things that make you happy.